Ava was an intelligent and responsible girl. She always thought about having a positive impact on the world and changing the world for the better. She believed that her actions could make a difference, and she dreamed of a world where everyone lived happily and at peace. One day, as Ava looked around, she noticed the challenges and problems people faced. Poverty, inequality, and environmental issues troubled her deeply. Determined to make a change, Ava set out on a mission to transform the world. She started attending rallies, participating in volunteer programs, and advocating for various causes. Ava believed that if she could just get enough people to join her, they could bring about substantial change. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but the world seemed to resist transformation. Ava's efforts were tireless, yet the impact was minimal. As time passed, Ava began to feel overwhelmed. The weight of changing the world pressed heavily on her shoulders. She couldn't understand why her well-intentioned actions weren't creating the ripple of change she had envisioned. One day, while feeling a bit discouraged, Ava met an old wise woman. The wise woman looked at Ava and said, "My dear, changing the world is a big task. But have you thought about changing yourself first?" Ava was surprised. She had never considered changing herself. "Why should I change?" "I want to change the world," she replied. The wise woman smiled kindly. Changing yourself is the first step. When you change, the world around you changes too. Small changes in you can lead to big changes in the world. Realizing this, she decided to shift her perspective. Instead of trying to tackle the enormous task of changing the world all at once, Ava began with small changes in herself. She practiced kindness, empathy, and understanding. She worked on becoming a better version of herself each day. Surprisingly, as Ava changed, she noticed a positive shift in her surroundings. Her friends and family began to respond to her kindness, and the ripple effect spread further than she had anticipated. People around her started adopting positive changes in their own lives. Ava discovered that changing the world was a daunting task, but changing herself was within her control. She understood that the positive impact she aimed for in the world could start with the changes she made in her own life. It was like a puzzle coming together, piece by piece. As Ava continued on her journey of self-improvement, she found fulfillment in knowing that even the smallest changes she made had a positive influence on those around her. While changing the entire world might be a colossal undertaking, Ava realized that changing herself was a meaningful and achievable step towards making the world a better place, one small action at a time.